Hello everyone and welcome to my laptop. This is Madi Clay. I'm in a group with Ashlyn Cowgill, Crone, Elizabeth Melby, and Gabby Thabes. And we have the Spurge family. What up, Spurges? What are Spurges, you may ask? The Spurge family is a plant family that consists of around 7,500 species in over 200 genera. Although the exact number is debated, since it contains such a large number of species, it is one of the largest families of plants. This large variety allows for diversity within the family. Spurges include herbs, shrubs, trees, or climbers. Some of the most well-known members are cassava, castor oil plants, rubber plants, and poinsettias. Cassava is a root that is eaten in South American countries. Castor oil plant is used for medicinal purposes, and you guessed it, rubber plants have sap that can be made into rubber. Lastly, poinsettias are plants that are known for their bright red and green foliage, which is often displayed in homes around the holidays. Spurges are usually found in the tropics, but can be found in temperate and subtropical climates. This family has annual as well as perennial members, which means that some species only last a year and need to be replanted, while others live more than 2 years. This range of lifespan is just one of the many examples of diversity within the Spurge family. What do they look like? Spurges demonstrate a wide range of growth forms, but are typically eudicote. Generally, they have 2 cotyledons, their veins are net-like, their vascular tissue is arranged in a ring, they have one main root called a laproot. Their pollen grains have 3 openings, and their floral organs are in multiples of 4 or 5. Most species are annual or perennial herbs, in the latter case, dying back to the ground surface at the end of the growing season, but regenerating from roots and rhizomes at the beginning of the next growing season. Other species of spurges are shrubs and full-size trees. Some species occupying dry habitats have developed morphologies that are strikingly similar to that of the cacti, which we have here. Looks like a cactus, it is not. The flowers of spurges are typically small and unisexual. In many spurges, the individual flowers are aggregated together within a compact structure known as a cyathium. Some species' flowers are highlighted by specialized, highly colorful leaves, giving the overall impression of a single large flower. The flowers. Cyathium has clusters of flowers, all together here. Flowers are one sex. Plants have male and female flowers, aka monoecious or dioecious. Their inflorescence is raceme. They have 0 to 5 sepals or petals, these bad boys. They have 5, 10, or up to 1,000 stamen, these little cuties. They are imperfect flowers. They usually have 3 united carpels. They have connation. The calyx and corolla are connate. Corolla can be adnate to stamens. Androecium is connate. Gynoecium is connate and often forked, and the leaves are alternate, opposed whorled. This one here is the tramp spurge. It is a local friend of Auburn, Alabama. Here's another couple examples. So the fruits are 3-chambered, as you can see here, and they are rarely drupe, berry, pod, or samara, which is just another example of the great diversity within the spurge family. Their pollination is not typically done through animals. Spurges have a couple of unique methods for attracting pollinators. Most species of spurges have nectaries that secrete a sugary solution to attract insect pollinators. It may also utilize colorful bracts or flower appendages to attract pollinators. Leafy spurge is prodigenous and self-fertilization is limited. Because leafy spurge produces sticky pollen, the pollination of flowers by wind is infrequent. However, insects are important to the pollination of leafy spurge flowers, and typically cross-pollination occurs in greater seed production than self-pollination. Occasionally, some spurges are pollinated by ants because they have flowers low to the ground and plants can easily travel between the flowers. The moral of the story here is, save the bees. Seed dispersal. Spurges have many methods of seed dispersal. Some can propel seeds away from the parent by the digestions of the seed capsule, and seeds may also be dispersed by water in a process called hydrochory. There are also limited evidence for animals dispersing the seeds of spurge species. Many spurges are, in fact, poisonous, so this detracts most animals. Seeds are forcibly ejected up to 15 feet or 4.5 meters from mature, dry, leafy spurge capsules. Even longer distance seed dispersal is possible by animals such as birds and cattle. However, this is much less frequent. Here's another example. The economic importance of the spurge family is pretty great. Some species in the spurge family are economically important either as food, ornamentals, medicine, or weeds. The cassava, for example, is a shrub possessing large starchy root tubers that are frequently harvested for a continuously supply of food in certain areas. Another more minor agriculture spurge is the castor bean, from which castor oil is extracted to be used for future purposes as a lubricant, laxative, etc. All the fun stuff. Furthermore, para-rubber trees can be tapped for more than 30 years in the production of rubber. Look at all those tires. Thanks, Spurge family. Here is the poinsettia. It is a member of the Spurge family. They are common ornamental plants. Their scientific name is Euphorbia pulcherrima. They're native to Mexico and Central America. They grow well in damp environments and flower in the winter in warm climates. That's why we have them around Christmas. The petals, which are typically red but can be white, pink, or spotted, are really leaf-like structures called bracts, which surround a cluster of small yellow flowers. Seen right here. The stems and leaves produce a milky latex, which can be irritating to some, causing a rash, which is why poinsettias can be considered poisonous. The crown of thorns is native to Madagascar. They flower year-round but thrive most during the winter. They are perennial, and they have small paired clusters of flowers with 2 bracts, which you can see here, one on either side. Bracts can range from yellow to dark red in color and produce a poisonous white milky sap. This is a common theme among the spurge family. And the vine-like stems can grow more than 7 feet when planted outdoors. The flowering spurge, the tramp spurge, which we saw earlier, is a local to good old Lee County. And the tooth spurge is also a local resident of Auburn. It's called Euphorbia dentata, because teeth. Here they are in the phylogenetic position. They are generated in the Euphorbiaceae family area. Why do we care about the spurges? Spurges are one of the largest genera of flowering plants. Their diversity is quite cool in my opinion. You know, lots of fun stuff going on there. Many species are economically important as food plants, weeds, and some have ornamental or medicinal purposes. Some spurges are used as a laxative and herbal medicine, so that's always an option. Some have become a symbol of Christmas in North and Central America, i.e. the poinsettia. They're at every Publix and Walmart ever. Some can be dangerous if not handled properly. It is important that we educate so that we can avoid adverse effects. So here, have a wonderful Christmas present. A poisonous plant that can give you a horrible skin rash. Happy holidays. Some fun facts about the spurges. Some spurges contain a milky latex that can be used for oil and wax. In others, this milky latex is highly poisonous. That's why you should not let your plants eat spurges, i.e. poinsettias. The leafy spurge can grow 26 feet in depth. They're quite large. Flowers can change throughout the year, and they have yellow or green foliage and can turn maroon red. And spurges are deer resistant and can survive through a drought. Some of the not so fun facts. Many spurges are toxic if eaten, so if you are hungry, please do not eat a poinsettia. African milk bush sap can cause Burkitt's lymphoma, so also super not fun. And the castor bean plant contains a toxin called ricin, one of the most poisonous naturally occurring substances known. In fact, in 1978, ricin was used to assassinate Georgy Markov, a Bulgarian journalist who spoke out against the government. He was stabbed with an umbrella while waiting at a bus stop, and authorities later found a perforated metallic pellet embedded in his leg that had presumably contained the ricin toxin. What a way to go out. No fun. Here are our resources. Thanks for listening.